Hi, so the next little video clip I'm going to do for you is going to be a little bit longer. It isn't for beginners. If you haven't done Pilates before, please don't try this. I'm not going to set a standard or a level to it. I'm not going to say it's particularly advanced. Take a look. If you've done Pilates and you think it's for you, give it a go. But if you feel at any point that any of the exercises are too strenuous, you shouldn't be doing them, you feel any aches and pains, please stop what you're doing. The aim of Pilates is to work your body gently and carefully. It doesn't mean that you don't work hard. Of course you work hard. Pilates is not easy when it's done correctly, but look after your bodies. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to assume that you've done Pilates before if you're joining in now, and we're going to go straight in. We know our neutral position, we know our neutral neckline. We're going to take a few deep breaths just to settle the body down, and then we're going to get moving straight away. So you take a breath in through the nose, feel the ribcage expanding wide, and breathe out and relax. Relax the shoulder blades into the mat. And again, breathe in. This time as you breathe out, feel heaviness in the back of the rib cage, heaviness in the back of the sacrum. Inhale. And this time as you exhale, feel release through the front of the hips, soften the thighs. Inhale. And exhale, feel the pressure of the big toe, little toe, centre of the heel connected to the floor. Inhale. And lastly, exhale, feel the weight of the back of the skull sinking down into the mat underneath you. So we're going to go straight into spine curls. Inhale, prepare, and exhale, scoop the abdominals, tilt the pelvis, wheel the spine up off of the mat, bone by bone. It's like you're standing on both feet. Breathe in there. And breathing out, lower down, reaching the fingertips forward along the mat. Feel the energy through the back of the body as well as the front of the body. Breathing in and breathe out, scoop and wheel. Collarbones opening wide, sending the knees forward, open the front of the hips. Breathe in and breathe out and lower back down. One more, keeping it nice and simple with both arms running alongside the floor. As you wheel up, feel each spine, each part of the vertebra moving bone by bone. So we're going to add the arms in. This time we're going to take the arms overhead first. Inhale, exhale, rib cage down to the hips. Keep the arms lifted. Exhale, wheel the spine up. Inhale, the arms come up and over, place the hands on the floor either sides of you, and exhale, connecting into the abdominals to lower back down. Inhale, and exhale, arms reach overhead behind you, and exhale, spine curls. Inhale, the arms come up and over, and exhale, relaxing the shoulders, keeping width across the collarbone, length through the crown of the head and the tailbone. Inhale and exhale, wheel. Inhale, the arms lift up and over, and exhale, lower. Keep both arms on the floor. Now we're going into a single leg lift, so scooping and lifting up. Shift the weight onto the right leg. Press with the left arm, single knee fold, and reach the leg. Flex and point through the foot, working through the arch of the foot, working the toes. One more, and then single knee fold, and lower the foot down. Single knee fold. This time you're pressing down into the left foot, right arm, extend and flex and point. Just warming up those ankle joints, the toe joints, getting the circulation going all the way to the feet. 5 times. Lower the foot and then wheel the spine down bone by bone. Inhale, we go again. Scooping the abdominals and lift. Press down on the right foot, left arm, and reach. Keep the pelvis lifted and level. 5 times, flexing and pointing, keeping the alignment, hip, knee and ankle. Keep the sit bones active, feel the sit bones drawing towards each other. Last one, single knee fold and wheel the spine back down, breathing in and breathing out. Take hold of the band and lasso the band around the ball of the right foot and straighten the leg, pushing the foot into the band. If you haven't got a band, you can do this just holding behind the back of the thigh, or you can use a dressing gown belt around the sole of the foot. So you inhale and you bend the knee in towards the chest and exhale, straighten the leg. So the main thing is here, you're keeping the alignment of hip, knee and ankle joint. As you bend and stretch, the knee's not coming out to the side or coming across the body. You're just bending and stretching, working hip, knee and ankle joint as you go. Pelvis is neutral, you're not tucking under, flattening the back into the floor. Okay, one more here. And switch legs. You can quite simply just pick the other foot off the floor, place it in the band and lower the right foot to the floor. Breathing in and breathing out. And in and out. As you straighten the leg, really feel that foot pushing away from the body. So you're feeling that length through the back of the leg, releasing the thigh bone into the hip joint as you bend and lengthening through the back of the leg as you straighten. 3 more on this leg. And last one. Okay, place the band on the floor by the side of you. We'll need it later on. We're going to come onto the side of the body and work into oyster. So no band for this one. If you have got a band and you want to use the band for extra resistance, you can just tie it around the thighs above the knees. So 2 options depending on how your body's feeling. You can stay propped up on the elbow, or you can go to the regular variation where we lie having the head cushion in between the ear and the shoulder. I'm going to stay propped up for now. Line the feet up with the pelvis, have the hips stacked one on top of the other. If you're on the elbow, keep the shoulder down, lift the waist, lift the rib cage so you're not sagging down into it here. You're nice and active in the underside of the body. You breathe in and breathe out, scoop the abdominals, press the heels together and open the top knee. Inhale, lower down. This hand can be either on the floor at the side of you, or you can place it on the hip to make sure there's no unwanted movement. So the pelvis is stable and you're rotating the thigh bone in the hip socket. And out and in. We're going to do 4 more here. So just to keep the breathing continuous. If you find your breath goes out of sync, don't worry. The main thing is you are breathing continuous. You're not breathing in and then holding the breath. Okay, so now we're going to lift the feet up off of the floor and let's have a set of 10 here. So you exhale and inhale, lower and exhale and inhale, lower. So again, just every now and again, check the rib cage hasn't dropped down and the shoulder hasn't sunk. Crown of the head lengthening away. If you find that it strains in the neck, you can always lie along the arm, or you can look down from the shoulder to the elbow to take the pressure off of the neck. Okay, last 2. Last one. Okay, so now if you fold the head cushion over, lie along the length of the arm and place the head cushion in between the ear and the shoulder. Straighten the top leg, reach the leg along and lift and lower. It's a tiny movement. This is not about height. This is about lengthening the leg, and it's about trying to free up what's happening here at the hip joint. We want the leg to move freely without the pelvis having to do lots of work as well. Okay, you want 10 here with the foot pointed. Last one. Okay, release the leg. Now take a breath in. Breathe out. Reach the leg away again. Flex the foot. And you're going to circle the leg around. So the leg circle again, same thing. Same principle. Hips stay stacked. Waist stays lifted. Doing 5 in one direction. And then 5 in the opposite direction. So you want the circle to be as big as you can contain the neutral pelvis, the hips stacked and the waist lifted. So this is time to challenge the body a little bit further. Okay, and rest the leg in and switch over to the other side of the body. So you'll probably lose my head a little bit for this one, but you'll get the full extent of the legs in. So start propped up again, resting on the elbow, lifting the waist, lengthening through the crown of the head, line the feet up with the pelvis, hips are stacked. Breathing in and breathe out. So we started off with 8 here. So again, just pressing the heels together and rotating the thigh bone in the hip socket. So it's rolling around. That's it. Drawing the abdominals in. Breathing out. And breathing in every now and again. Make sure you've not sunk down. Okay, then lift both feet off of the floor. We've had a set of 10. This variation. Lifting and lowering. Feel that length in the waist. Good. Breathe out. Halfway there. Crown of the head reaching along. Every now and again, just press the heels together, make sure they are connected. Okay, and then lying along the arm, fold the head cushion over. Get that length in the upper body. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked, waist lifted, and straighten the top leg. You can either keep the underneath leg bent for a little bit of support, or you can straighten the leg along and have both legs straight. It's entirely up to you. So lifting and lowering, feeling the thigh bone reaching out of the hip socket to lift and lower, and lengthen, lift and lower, and breathing in and out. 5 more and out. 4 more and out. Keep scooping the abdominals. Check every now and again the waist hasn't dropped down. Last 2. Last 1. And then going into circles. Flex the foot, flex the ankle, push through the heel of the foot and circle the leg around 5 times in one direction, 5 times in the other direction. So challenge the body here. If you can do a circle and keep it completely controlled, try and go a little bit bigger. However far forward you're coming with the leg, you need to be going the same distance up and the same distance behind. Last one. Don't make it easy for yourself. Okay, good. And rest. Okay, from there let's go into nice abdominal section. So lie down on the back of the body. So you can get rid of your head cushion, interlink the fingers, place the hands behind the back of the head and feel the weight of the head falling into the hands. So if you haven't done curl-ups before, please don't attempt this. I will make more short videos going through what you need to be looking at to keep the neck safe and to keep the back safe to do these exercises correctly. So you breathe in, tuck the chin, nod the head forward and curl up. Inhale, lower back down. We're going to have 8 of these in total, so 7 more. So I'm breathing out to curl up, in to go down, out to curl up, in to go down. As I curl up, I'm not tucking the tailbone underneath, pelvis is staying neutral. Last 2. And last one. Okay, from there I'm going to go into a double knee fold, lifting one leg, then the other leg, tuck the chin, nod the head forward and curl up. So we're going to go for a double toe tap to the floor. If you can't touch the floor without arching the back or feeling the rib cage lift or the shoulders tense, don't go all the way to the floor. You inhale and exhale. So the movement wants to be coming from the thigh bones. Not from the back, not from the knees, from the thigh bones. Only one more. And lower down. Now we go into a reverse curl up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck the tailbone and flatten the back into the mat. Inhale, release. And exhale, scoop the abdominals to tuck the tailbone and release. And exhale, scoop and release. 2 more. And exhale, scoop and release. And last one. And scoop and release into single leg stretch. Tuck the chin, nod the head forward, curl up. Keep the head rested in the hands, breathing in and breathe out. Extend and change and 3 and 4. Keep neutral pelvis, watch the alignment, hip, knee and ankle and 8 more. Head released, no tension, keep breathing. So breathe out and in and out and in. Pull both legs in and lower the spine bone by bone. Okay, rest the head. Just hold on to the legs, draw the legs in towards the chest and rock from right to left. We're going to go into one more set for the obliques. If you feel like you've had enough, rest. So lifting the legs up into double knee fold position, tuck the chin, nod the head forward, curl up, extend the right leg away, breathe in and breathe out, rotate towards the leg and then back down. I'm thinking of my armpit rotating towards the opposite hip. So right armpit towards the left hip, one more on that side. And switch sides and rotate and to the centre. Keep the alignment and to the centre. 2 more. And last one. And hug the legs into the chest and rest down. Okay, grab hold of the band. Place the band around both soles of the feet. Hold the band in either hand. Inhale, exhale, tuck the chin As you lift the head, neck and shoulders, straighten the legs to 45 degrees. Make sure you don't flatten the back into the floor, maintain neutral. Bend the knees and lower down. And breathe out. And breathe in. 2 more. And in. Draw the abdominals in. And now we can take it higher. So find the last position that we found here where the pelvis is neutral. Now to come up higher, you need to tilt the pelvis and lift the body up. Breathe in, control. And breathe out, roll back down. Keep the legs where they are. Tuck the chin, nod the head forward. Keep reaching the legs away. And roll up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Reach the legs away and control down. 1 more. Keep reaching the legs away. And lift. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the knees in. And lower the feet to the floor. Remove the bands away. And from there, come over onto the tummies. So lie down on the front of the body. Have the hands by the ears, shoulders released, elbows slightly out. And then have the legs a little bit wider than hip distance apart. So inhale and exhale, scoop the abdominals, slide the tip of the nose, lengthen the back of the neck, lift the head, lift the chest, press with the hands, breathe in. And breathe out and lower back down. So we're just coming to a very small cobra prep for now. So feel weighted down through the front of the pubic bone, through the front of the hips. And lengthen and lift. Just head, neck and shoulders. We're not going into the lower back. We're not lifting the rib cage. 2 more. We want that sequential bone by bone movement in the upper back. And lower back down. Last one. So this next one you're going to stay lifted. If you feel this in your lower back, rest the head, neck and shoulders down. Lengthen, lift and lower. Same principle with the legs as previous exercises. We want to keep the pelvis nice and stable. The abdominals drawing in as we exhale. And then lower the chest down and now lengthen, lift both legs and paddle the legs up and down. As the legs paddle up and down, bring the arms down in line with the torso. Inhaling, reach the legs behind you and exhale, lower. Okay, bring the legs together, inside of the thighs together. We're going to do double leg kick, but just the upper body. So place the hands, palms facing in the direction of the skull, elbows released. Breathe in, breathe out, slide the tip of the nose, lengthen the back of the neck, lift the head, slide the hands down the back of the body to lift the chest, keeping the shoulder blades wide. And lower back down. So very small movement. We're not going big with this. We're just working on getting the upper body opening out, chest opening out, and that sequential movement through head, neck, shoulder blades without compressing into the lower back. Okay, last one. Okay, and from there place the hands by the ears, come up onto wall fours and just sit back into child's pose to open the back out. So seated down on the heels of the feet, send the knees out to the side slightly and then reach the arms forward. Let the head come in between the arms. Breathing in and breathing out. So my head's not dropping below the arms, keeping the head in between the arms. That way my neck is nice and safe, not hanging from the ligaments, hanging from the joints. It's all controlled. Breathe into the back of the rib cage and breathe out. Relax. Breathe into the hips, front of the hips, and breathe out. Relax. Breathe into the lower back and breathe out. Relax. Breathe into the sacrum and breathe out. Relax. Breathe into the shoulders and breathe out. Relax. One more breath in and breathe out. And bring the hands either side of the knees, tuck the tailbone underneath and uncurl up to seated. Okay, so come back onto all fours now. Shoulders, wrists underneath the shoulders, no locking in the elbows, insides of the elbows opposite each other, crown of the head reaching away. Scoop the abdominals, breathe in, breathe out. You slide the right leg behind, curl the toes under. Then the left leg, curl the toes under. Twist the heels towards the floor. Press down into the left hand. Open the right hand, open the chest. Come back down into the centre and then twist towards the right arm and open the left. Come back down into the centre, inhaling and exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more either side, inhale and exhale. Last one, inhale and exhale. Come back into the centre, lower both knees and then come around to face the front. So you're going to finish off with a bit of side reach, a bit of mermaid, and we'll add a rotation into it. So if you start off sitting on your right hip, I'm sitting on my left hip, reaching both arms out to the sides of you, and the hips pointing forward. You don't want to twist. It doesn't matter if both sit bones are on the floor as long as the pelvis is square forward. Shoulders down into the back, crown of the head reaching, energy through the arms, through the fingertips. Breathe in, floating your left arm up, and breathe out, head leads, body follows, bending the right elbow in. Inhale into the left side of the body, and exhale, come back up to seated. Inhale, and exhale, head leads, shoulders follow, and come back up. So you breathe in and breathe out. Breathe into the side of the rib cage and breathe out, come back up. And again, breathe in and breathe out. So breathe into the right side of the rib cage and breathe out. One more of this variation. Inhale and exhale. So now you're breathing into the left side of the rib cage and breathe out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale into the right side of the ribs. And then from there, if you turn the head to look down towards your left shoulder, lower the left arm around and then rotate the shoulders and the rib cage around so you're facing the left shin. Release the shoulders. Again, don't let the head hang. You're not hanging into the ligaments. You're keeping your neck, your chin pulled in and the neck aligned. Breathing in and breathing out. And come back around and switch the legs over to the other side. So again, hips pointing forwards, doesn't matter if the sit bones aren't on the floor, reach the arms out to the side of you, and starting off, inhaling, right arm lifts, head leads, shoulders follow, left elbow bends. Breathe into the right side of the rib cage. And breathe out, come up and inhale. And exhale, head, shoulders follow. Breathe in to the right side. And breathe out, come up. That was your left side. Breathe in and breathe out. So now you're breathing into the right side of the body. And breathe out, come back up and inhale. Feel the length in the spine. Lift up and over. Breathe into the left side of the rib cage. And breathe out, come up. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Breathe into the right side of the rib cage. And breathe out, come up. Inhale. Head, shoulders, rib cage follows. And then turn to look down the right shoulder, placing the left hand towards the shin. Rotate the shoulders, rotate the rib cage around. Scoop the abdominals. Feel the front of the rib cage pulling towards the back of the pelvis. Inhale. And exhale. And unravel the body. From there, just come back onto all fours. Hands underneath the shoulder blades. Collarbones open wide. Soften the elbows so you're not locking into the joints. Curl the toes under. Lift the hips. Walk the hands back. Drop the tailbone. And uncurl through the spine, bone by bone. Come back to standing with the feet parallel, hip distance apart, collarbones wide, knees nice and soft. Feel pressure underneath the base of the big toe, little toe, centre of the heel. Breathe in, lift the shoulders, and breathe out, roll them back. And again, breathe in, lift, and breathe out, roll back. So feel the feet supporting the legs strong and supporting the pelvis strong supporting the rib cage supporting the shoulder girdle supporting the collarbones supporting the neck, and the neck is strong, supporting the weight of the head, and the head is floating up towards the sky. Thank you very much.